Article 1174. Okay, so bago ko i-explain ang Article 1174, unahin muna natin ang concept ng fortuitous event. Kasi ito yung pinaka-core idea ng provision na to. So, ano nga ba ang fortuitous event? So, fortuitous events are events which could not be foreseen or which, though foreseen, were inevitable. In simple terms, ang fortuitous event ay isang pangyayari hindi mo inaasahan o kahit inaasahan mo man, hindi mo siya kayang pigilan o iwasan. Ang fortuitous event pwede ang act of man or act of God. Act of man is an event independent of the will of the obligor, but not of other human wills. Act of man kagagawa ng ibang tao. Yung debtor, wala siyang kinalaman dun sa nangyari. So example nan, war, robbery, murder, fire. Act of God, those events which are totally independent of the will of every human being. Ang act of God naman ay mga pangyayaring walang kontrol ng kahit sinong tao. Ibig sabihin, hindi ito gawa ng tao at hindi rin ito kayang pigilan o iwasan ng tao. Example nito, volcanic eruption, lightning, flood. Requisites of a fortuitous event. Para masabing ang isang pangyayari ay fortuitous event, kailangan present itong apat na ito. So number 1, the event must be independent of the human will or at least the debtor's will. So ibig sabihin, yung ating debtor, hindi niya kagagawan ang nangyari. So wala dapat siyang kinalaman. Second, the event could not be foreseen or if foreseen is inevitable. Yung nangyari ay hindi inaasahan o kahit alam na pwedeng mangyari, hindi pa rin kayang iwasan. Third, the event must be of such a character as to render it impossible for the debtor to comply with this obligation in a normal manner. So dito naman, hindi lang basta nahirapan gawin, kung hindi yung obligation is impossible na siyang gawin. Lastly, the debtor must be free from any participation in or the aggravation of the injury to the creditor, that is, there is no concurrent negligence on his part. Sinasabi lang dito na dapat malinis sa part ng debtor. Walang negligence, walang pagkukulang at wala siyang ginawa na nagdulot o nagpalala ng damage sa creditor. Article 1174. Except in cases expressly specified by the law, or when it is otherwise declared by stipulation, or when the nature of the obligation requires the assumption of risk, no person shall be responsible for those events which could not be foreseen or which though foreseen were inevitable. So, according sa Article 1174 of the Civil Code, general rule is hindi liable ang debtor sa mga pangyayaring tinatawag na fortuitous event. Ibig sabihin, kung may nangyaring hindi inaasahan at wala sa kontrol ng debtor like lindol, bagyo, hindi dapat siya managot. Pero, merong mga exceptions. So, kailangan pa rin managot ng ating debtor kahit na fortuitous event. Number 1, except in cases expressly specified by the law. So here, meron tayong mga articles na in-specify ng batas na kahit fortuitous event, liable pa rin ang ating debtor. So letter A, if the debtor is guilty of fraud, negligence, or delay, or contravention of the tenor of the obligation, then liable pa rin ang debtor. So basta may fraud, negligence, delay, or contravention of the tenor of the obligation, liable ka kahit na fortuitous event pa. B. If the debtor has promised to deliver the same specific thing to two or more persons who do not have the same interests. So dito naman, magiging liable pa rin ang ating debtor kasi hindi naman niya kaya ibigay tong specific thing sa two or more person. So, bali, ang lumalabas is niloloko niya lang sila kasi hindi naman niya kaya gawin tong obligation na to. C. If the obligation to deliver a specific thing arises from crime. So, dito, kunwari, for example, ninakaw yung kotse and then, nagkaroon ng earthquake, gumuho yung lupa, nalaglag yung kotse sa bangin. So, hindi pwedeng idahilan na fortuitous event kaya hindi na maisasauli kasi nga, ninakaw yung kotse. So, kahit na fortuitous event pa yan dahil nag-arise from a crime, so magiging liable pa rin ang ating debtor. And lastly, if the thing to be delivered is generic. So, genus never perish. So, kahit mawala pa tong generic thing, so, due to fortuitous event, mapapalitan pa rin naman to kasi genus never perish. Second, when it is otherwise declared by stipulation. So, kung may napagkasunduan sa kontrata na mananagot pa rin kahit na fortuitous event, then liable pa rin ang ating debtor. Third, when the nature of the obligation requires the assumption of risk. So, magandang example nito, insurance, like fire insurance or car insurance. So, kahit sabihing fortuitous event, liable pa rin ang insurance company na bayaran ka. Kasi yun talaga ang nature ng obligation nila, na sila ang mag-a-assume ng risk.